Hello, voidlings. Welcome or welcome back. This is a reading for the Fool. This is a reading for, this came out while I was shuffling, before I press record. This is a reading for someone who is on a new journey, on a new path, and they have no idea what's going on right now. And a card fell on the floor. Sorry about that twerk. I'm just trolling. Oh, the High Priestess. That's really fucked up because like when a card falls on the floor, it's supposed to mean that it's something you don't see coming. And what you don't see coming is that there's something you don't see coming. All right, Spirit, what is going on? Ooh, I heard team lead, team leader. What you don't see coming is that you're about to be a leader. What you don't see coming is that someone is coming in who is a leader. Okay, some of you need a leader. Some of you, you're becoming a leader, but there's someone on the in-between, like a mentor. There's like a mentor coming in who's kind of showing you the way in a certain field, in a certain relationship, in a certain place, at a certain job. You kind of have your heart open, your heart on your sleeve at this time. You're like, I'm ready, I'm willing, I just don't know where I'm going, right? And you're holding that faith, you're doing that thing, and it looks like you're coming into contact with the High Priestess. There's someone you're meant to have a run-in with who's holding some level of knowledge for you. Interesting. There's someone you're meant to come into contact with, to run into. Okay, whether consciously or not, and it fell on the floor. So it's someone you don't, it's someone you don't see coming. That was interesting. That's not what I was trying to say. There's someone you don't see coming. You're like on your merry way. You're in like an unbothered energy. This could even be in terms of dating. I'm hearing, especially if you date women. You know, it doesn't have to be gender specific, but I am getting a more like queer couple or like gender non-conforming couple here. And this deck is a queer deck, so. Hello, gay people on my phone. Hi. Yeah, there is someone you don't see coming that is holding, like you have your heart out, you're being led by your heart. You're listening to your heart and letting it guide you. And I'm hearing there is a bit of fear, or there's a bit of uncertainty. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a bit of fear. And you don't see this coming, this run-in with this person. I'm hearing it changes your life. I'm hearing it changes your life. No, we're going to do a different deck. Yeah, that is the overall energy. There is someone you don't see coming who's coming in to your path. And it's like a full stop energy when you meet them. It's like, hold up, what is this? Who is this? Very interesting. What's going on here? There's something you have that this person wants and needs, and they've been waiting for. They've been waiting for exactly someone like you, with the skill set you have, with the vision you have, with the gifts you have to offer, a relationship, a job, a community, whatever it is. They've been waiting for you. I'm also seeing, okay, ooh. I just saw a group of aliens. They said, we've been waiting for you. This person is a starseed. This person is a starseed, and you're also a starseed, but I feel like you don't know it as much. You're just following your intuition. You're the Fool. You're just out here letting your heart lead with like no real intention. This person is a leader of a group that is led by spirit, but I'm getting like starseed energy. So when you meet this person, it like kind of opens you up to a whole group of people. And it's going to feel like a soul tribe. Like this is a soul tribe awakening. Ooh, the energy is gaining momentum. So you're getting closer and closer to this person and you don't even realize it. Like you're getting, maybe it's felt like nothing's happening. Like, oh, I did this thing. I took this leap of faith and nothing's happening. But it's because you haven't reached this person yet. This person holds the keys to something. That's interesting because I recently found 2 keys on the ground like this. And I kept it. It's on my nightstand. And I was like, I don't know what this is about, but it's like the keys to heaven, like a St. Peter vibe. Like this is St. Peter who has the keys to heaven. They're going to help you unlock heaven on earth. And it's gaining momentum. So it's like nothing's been happening. And then boom, you meet this person and the whole paradigm shifts. This is so wild. Ooh, yeah. Full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in the way. But what I'm hearing with this is actually don't let doubt get in the way. Don't let the lower mind, the shadow, talk you out of this. Because the opposite of this energy is like clear confidence. I'm also hearing clear cognizance. When you meet this person, you're going to know it's for you and it's right. So don't let your insecurity get in the way. Try to really tap into your confidence and know that you're on this person's level. You just need a bit of help to pull it out of you, but it doesn't mean it hasn't been there all along, because if you didn't have that confidence, you wouldn't have taken that leap of faith anyway. You know what I mean? Feel the fear and do it anyway. Don't let your insecurity get in the way. Release that shit and know that you deserve this, whatever it is. Your confidence is needed at this time. New moon in Cancer, which is going to be, I don't know when, July. So things are picking up for the summer because we have Cancer and we have Leo. This is full moon in Leo. So that was an Aquarius season, but it's besides the point. We have this Leo Cancer energy. So the summer months, especially, expect things to pick up. And what this says is you and your loved ones are safe, but it's you are safe. Let go of the insecurity. You are safe as in you have the skill, talent, and ability for this. You have the power. You have the confidence. You're at the level you need to be. Otherwise, it wouldn't be coming up for you on your path. That's the only way you can manifest something, is if it's an equal vibrational match to you. All right? The Cancer energy is know that you're safe. You can trust this person, this job, these people, okay? So I'm getting that some of you may have this Fool energy may have been you left a situation because it was unhealthy or it was unhelpful or it was not right for you, right? So right now it may be hard to trust. You know, it may be hard to trust right now, but you need to know that this is going to be different. This is different. This is the new paradigm talking. This is the new paradigm coming in. You're the Fool, okay? You're the Fool. New. New. Yeah, I feel it. There's like a little bit of insecurity or just like, I don't know, but it's like, just know that when this thing comes in, it only came in because you deserve it. You're ready for it. It's time. It's time. Okay, I don't know what that is. Okay, that really wanted to come out. The collective, what did I say? This is tied to a community or a collective or a group of people, or maybe even starseed collective, angelic collective, galactic collective. There's something about this where this person represents more than just the thing that's being offered to you. It's like you're being reflected by the entirety of the universe. There's something about this that is, there's a part of this that is connected to the collective, and I mean like of everything. The cosmos. Like this is being sent by the divine. You need to come into contact with this person to go on some sort of journey in order to manifest something on behalf of the collective. And that's what you are, a light worker, starseed. If you resonate with those terms, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's really just like you are being aligned with a destiny that is in part to help uplift the collective and heal the collective. And this is a deep journey. There's a lot here about like faith, mysticism, deep connection to water and ocean energy may be relevant. Okay. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, Leo energy, Aries, Libra, Axis energy may be relevant. There's also this, this like Ouroboros energy, this like deep, like deepening is ascending. I don't know if you know that, like deepening, when you go deep into the shadow, the deeper you go, the higher you ascend. So I feel like you just came out of this too, of like a really deep, long cycle of shadow work. So now when you ascend, like you are ascending higher than you ever have before. And it's intimidating. And it's also like, oh shit, is this going to go back into, you know, some dark shit? No, not really this time. Kitchen craft. So there's something you're meant to create with a collective of people that may be tied to, I'm hearing sound healing, some sort of healing modality. It's also about nurturing, about friends that feel like family. I want to see what this one says though in the book. This is the I Spy Oracle deck. Love it. So kitchen craft, house magic, nourishing the body, nourishing the mind, food is medicine, grounded, stable, comfort. It's that Cancer energy. Magic appears in many places, even ordinary domestic places like the kitchen. Actually, the kitchen and hearth were where magic over time began. Making the home a warm, happy, and abundant place is no small task. The keepers of the house and kitchen hold the energy of nourishment through food and comfort, and they provide a grounding place for us to rest and find pleasure while also carrying the vitality of livelihood and spirit. This card may be calling you to spend more time in the kitchen experimenting or taking the time to make a dish packed with love and nutrients that your body will enjoy. Kitchen magic is old and wise, reminiscent of grandmothers from the past, very Cancerian. Remember them as you cook and feast. So this is about getting back in touch with what nourishes you, okay? And getting back in touch with like abundance and community and comfort and home and security. I'm getting that some of you may have been like the Fool energy, like traveling for a long time, or you haven't lived in the same place for a long time, and you're like kind of learning how to build a home again, or like be at home again. And you've been on this very long journey, probably of healing, of self-discovery, and now you're being called back home, whatever that means, to kind of calm down and create something and find, like, there's some sort of magic in the mundane that's going to come up out of nowhere. I'm telling you, through this person or this idea, whatever the High Priestess represents here, I'm getting it is more of a person though that you come in contact with, and it just like kind of blows your mind and makes you want to stay. Makes you want to stay, whatever that means, at a certain job, whatever. There's something here that you're meant to build with a community. Something that is deeply nourishing to the collective. That's also the kitchen craft, the sea voyage. It's like this earth water energy. It's so nurturing and healing and grounding on behalf of the collective. So you're meant to be a pillar in a community. And I feel like that might be a new concept for you or something you've never experienced. So it's just a little intimidating. Strength card, of course. This looks like this card, doesn't it? So there is something here about needing to slow down and really nurture the body, because I feel like you're going through a lot of energetic updates. And this is also that Leo energy, of course, the don't let pride in the way. Don't let pride get in the way. Don't let insecurity get in the way, that you are strong. Hold your integrity and knowing of your own inherent value in what you have to offer, okay? And then 6 of Cups. This is that meeting of hearts between two people. There's something being triggered up here that feels close to home. It is like kind of triggering. It's just like, maybe you've never known a love like this. You've never known support like this. There's something about it that's so foreign. It's like triggering your shadow. It's like you're used to being the light in the darkness, but what happens when you're surrounded by the light, by love? It's going to trigger up those insecurities, the darkness in you that's like, whoa, like, do I deserve this? Yes, you do. That's why you're getting it, because you attracted it. You're an equal vibrational match to it. Yeah, I'm getting that for some of you, this person that you come into contact with, it could be someone you already know, someone from your past. There could be a healing here between two people. Queen of Wands. More Aries energy, or Aries Leo, I guess, in this context, just like the fire. Yeah, there's something you're meant to do. I'm telling you, you're meant to be a leader. And there's someone who's showing up as kind of a mentor to like bring you into something, to help you move into this leadership role, or just to find more of your stability, the inner security, Knight of Pentacles, maybe even financial security. Yeah, there's something you're going to be doing where you're building more security, and that's both emotionally and financially, physically. There's just like a strengthening and a revitalization happening for you in like your body, in your reality. But I feel like there is something that you're doing like with your body being put on display. I don't know what it is you do. If you're like a gardener, or even like a performer, you're like out there, like you have an audience. 3 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like I'm hearing like slicing your heart right open, but like it's in the best way. It's like a shock to your heart. It like gets it beating again, you know? And then all these cards came out together. Do I want to take all these? Yes, okay. So this all came out with the 3 of Swords. We have the 9 of Pentacles under the Strength card. 6 of Wands under the Queen of Wands. And then under Knight of Pentacles, we have the World and the 5 of Pentacles. This is the end of a scarcity cycle. This is the end of a cycle of limitation, lack, feeling undernourished, insecure. This is an end to that cycle. You are moving out of this. There is success. There is fulfillment. There is stability, and it's all coming from within you. It's different this time. It can't be taken from you because it's coming from within you. And it all starts with the heart healing. There's something about connecting to a person, or I'm hearing even a place, that kind of re-triggers your heart. It's like, I'm feeling like it, like what I'm seeing in here, that electrical energy, it's like your heart was dead and something is like electrocuting it back to life. There's something you're doing here where you're stepping into a role, whether it's on stage, entrepreneurially, whatever you're doing that has some sort of an audience, or like you're in charge or whatever, you're extremely successful at it. And you're seeing now how capable you are. And I think you just needed like one person to believe in you, or one opportunity to remind you of this. But whatever you're doing, know that, wow, that came out immediately. Ace of Wands. One opportunity to prove that you can do it. Someone's handing you the wand, handing you the torch. right as I was talking about the Six of Wands, that success is imminent, that you have the power. You hold the power in your very hands to shape your reality, to change your life. No one's really helping you do this. Oh my God. Ace of Pentacles. Are you kidding me? For a lot of you, this does have to do with like a job opportunity. Or it's a connection that starts as maybe a fling, but it's actually something sustainable. It's something that ends up being more of a long-term offer. I just saw the Seven of Swords, but didn't come out. Yeah, it's almost like I'm getting if there's a relationship involved, at first, someone doesn't want to let on that they're that available. So whoever it is, probably you, that had their heart broken, are like, yeah, I'm not really available for that right now. But you end up being available. You're trying to hide how open you are, like how much you're feeling it. You know what I mean? It's like, no, I'm not really open to all that, but that doesn't last long. Right as I said, that Knight of freaking Wands. Oh, yeah. Once this kicks off, it is like full steam ahead. It just takes one, I'm hearing one conversation, one opportunity, one person, and like the floodgates open. Okay, I just saw the Magician, but it didn't pop out. So yeah, a lot of you are like creators. I don't know if you're creating content, you're writing, you're performing, you're making music, whatever you're doing. I know I usually attract those people to my readings because I'm one of those people as well. But it seems like there's one opportunity coming up that just like shifts gears here. It fucking shifts gears. Knight of Swords in reverse. Exactly. You're not going to hesitate anymore. Your heart is being triggered to be open and you're no longer hesitating. It's like your throat chakra is just opening up and it's all coming out full steam ahead. You just have to regain your strength a little bit and get over the insecurity. And I think that's why Spirit, the universe, God is bringing in, and your higher self is bringing in an opportunity or a person to help remind you who you are. Because you need a little help right now, and that's okay. It's not a bad thing. You're still manifesting all of this from yourself because you've worked so hard, right? To overcome certain things. You know, you might have been like in therapy. Just as I was saying that. Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Strength card. We got Strength twice. This is about inner work. Eight of Pentacles in reverse is inner work. You have built up your strength through inner work for some time, okay? And right now, maybe there's a dip of energy because things have not really been playing out yet and you're just kind of waiting, right? Or you've been hesitating because you're hurt. And that's okay too. You're being sent a mirror. This person, this opportunity, whatever this is simply mirroring to you your strength, your value, your worth. But these opportunities are all coming from you because you're a vibrational match to them. So don't get it twisted. You don't need a savior. You don't need a hero. You just need a little bit of a mirror right now to remind yourself. Exactly, Two of Pentacles. Something comes back around. Is this supposed to be in reverse? No. Something comes back around. What is coming back around, Spirit? Okay, whatever you thought you lost is coming back around. Or that Six of Cups too. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. What you thought would never come. What you were waiting for. What you waited on and then gave up on perhaps in the past. Because you just waited too long, maybe for other people to change. There were too many emotional blockages. There were too many illusions. Okay, the message is loud and clear. When you had this before, it was coming from a place of illusion. Okay? So whatever you lost, it was an illusion. The desires, the dreams were real. But I'm getting who it was with and where it was at may not have been the ideal situation for you in alignment with your most life-enhancing path. So the heartbreak was hard, still is. But would you rather build something on truth and integrity, an inherent self-value and worth, or an illusion? Okay. Are these supposed to be in reverse? No. Exactly. A mirror of your power and strength. Manifesting a match. Going from the moon, this is a trauma bond. This is something about illusion, delusion, disillusionment. I'm getting like two people barking at the moon, two people just like scrambling under an illusion. No. We don't want that. Now there's the choice to move into inner sovereignty and inner authority, which is being mirrored to you. You're being given a mirror that's going to help you take charge in your life. But know that that person is a mirror of you. So it is you. Okay? This person's not going to do it for you. You're still going to have to put forth the effort and work, but they're showing you who you really are. They're mirroring it to you. Whereas before, someone was mirroring to you your shadow. I hate to say it. That was chaotic. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles wants to be seen. Because yeah, this is all because of your hard work and determination. Hangman. Yeah, you did your time out. You did your vibrational time out. You had your time to do the shadow work, to go into the depths, to do that inner work. And now you're coming out with so much strength and integrity and endurance. And now it's time to start something new. And you're doing things in a different way. It's a little foreign to you. Maybe it's a little, I'm getting finicky. It's a little, it might be a little messy. You might trip a little bit just like to get started because you're kind of new at this, but we got this twice. Success is imminent and you are meant to be seen. Period. You're being given an opportunity to see yourself fully, to see the truth of who you are. And this time it's the light. You've already done the shadow work. You've gone through this. This phase is over. You don't need to do any more work, any more healing. Okay? Stop looking for the opportunity to heal, to do shadow work. We're moving on from that. Look at all these cards. Look at all this light. All this yellow, all this light. And you know what? Even the moon card now, it's the other side of the moon. Illumination. Revelation. Not just illusion. The illusion is broken down. Now you see the truth. Anything else, Spirit? I just heard a man in a white coat. Yeah, so some of you may have literally have had like physical issues. You may have been going to doctors and just like nothing's working. Know that you're going to find the right doctor. There's someone who's going to figure out exactly what's going on, who's going to help you. Okay? There it is. The Magician. You're here to create something. Most of you are artists, are creators of some sort. You're ready. You have the tools. You're ready. You may be a beginner, but also look at what we have. We have 0, 1, 2. It's a little bit of a step-by-step process, and that's okay. Right? You just need that one opportunity. This person is hanging in the balance of you and your next level. This person, this opportunity is hanging in the balance of you and your next level. Okay? This could be a mentor. This could be a job offer. This could be a boss. This could be a manager. This could be a teacher. This could be a friend or a family member. Someone who's just going to help you get a leg up. But either way, you're in the phase. You took the leap of faith already, okay? You left the illusions behind. Now you're here. You're gathering yourself. This is the Magician is an awfully lot like this kitchen craft card, is it not? Gathering your tools for magic, for creation. You're getting the space ready. You're getting your structure and your space ready to create something. And when you're ready, and I think you are now, the High Priestess comes in and says, look, I have some knowledge for you. Look, I have an opportunity for you. Hey, you want to take this challenge on? You want to do this? I have some knowledge to give to you, some information, some communication, something to take you to the next level. Okay, I'm going to close with a couple more oracle cards. Face your dragons. And you know what I love? There's a dragon on this collective card. Yeah, let's read this from the book. Look at how unbothered this person is. Oh my God. Didn't I say you're in an unbothered energy and then this person or this thing comes out of nowhere? That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. And this is card 1, mind you, which is the Magician. Very first card of this deck. Okay. Face your dragons. So many of us sweep our discomforts under the rug where they'll be less threatening, less likely to disrupt our state of comfort. But this moment is challenging you to stand in your power and confront what seems overwhelming, intimidating, or downright scary. Crisis is often the companion of opportunity, so look beyond the surface. As poet Rainer Maria Rilke said, perhaps all the dragons in our lives are princesses who are only waiting to see us act just once with beauty and freaking courage. We got the strength card twice, y'all. That's what that's talking about. I'm going to read it again. Perhaps all the dragons in our lives are princesses who are only waiting to see us act just once with beauty and courage. Perhaps everything that frightens us is, in the deepest essence, something helpless that wants our love. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all have something to offer the collective. And for some reason, there's a major blockage when it comes to it because you know how important it is. It's like it trips up your mind because you get into like the, what if it's not accepted? What if I fail? Blah, blah, blah. It's like it's so important and meaningful to you and the world. And it's like you feel the weight of that power. And it's like usually you fold under the pressure or you just avoid it. It's like you find ways, maybe even with kitchen craft, that energy, you find ways to get locked into domesticity or like the day-to-day stuff. You like distract yourself with duties in order to not do this thing. So it's giving procrastination. It's like if someone's meant to write a book and it's like they keep distracting themselves with chores. You know, they're like, oh, well, I have to do laundry. Oh, I have to do this. And they never get to writing. They never get to sitting down and writing because they're just so locked in to their duties. And it's like, we need to set the stage to create, right? We need a stable foundation. We need to tend to our home, to our bodies, in order to be vessels of creation. That's the Empress. That's coming next, card 3. We're not quite there yet. We need to reach the High Priestess, right? So we took that leap of faith and we thought that was the scary part. The scary part is actually being the magician and going to the High Priestess for more information. So it's giving like someone who took the leap of faith and took a job, but they know they actually want the management position. So in order to do that, they're going to have to speak to the manager that's already there and tell them that. So maybe they can do some training. You feel me? So there's some next step that we need to trust ourselves to get into. And success is imminent, and it's not going to happen overnight, and that's okay too. Like, just because we're not going to go from 0 to 100 doesn't mean that we're not going to be successful. You know what I mean? Like, we have to start somewhere. That's okay. Wow. Aquarius, which that Face Your Dragons card reminded me of Aquarius, like the Leo Aquarius axis. This is about the community. The community needs you. Have you ever thought about that? That what you want wants you, because it's actually meant for the collective. And you denying that from the world is actually quite rude. Like, whatever you're meant to create, like if you make music and you don't release it, like, rude. Everyone wants to hear your music. Why are you withholding that from the world? That's kind of rude. Ooh, yeah, I talked about the throat chakra. Yeah, you're getting throat chakra activations for sure right now, because your voice is going to be amplified with whatever you create. And it doesn't have to be your literal voice. Writing could be a thing too, or whatever. Okay, element of spirit. Okay, we're going to read that. Element of spirit. As above, so below. Spirit, the 5th element, governs the above and the below, heaven and earth. It combines the energies of the 4 other elements to provide enlightenment. Insight, psychic ability, and connection with the higher self and the divine. Its color is purple. It represents the all and the nothing, and it governs all other planets and elements. When the 5th element appears in your reading, you are asked to detach and approach situations from a removed standpoint. That's very Aquarius. Do not allow the mundane and the physical to overly affect the work that you do. Some of y'all really need to lock in. Some of y'all really need to let the dishes build up a little bit and go sit your ass down and write that damn book. Okay? You heard it here. You heard it from me, but you heard it from spirit, literally spirit, okay? Do not allow the mundane and the physical to overly affect the work that you do. You're seeing all these roadblocks, these like physical limitations and roadblocks. You're not trusting the beyond enough. You need to trust in your abilities more. You need to trust in the timing more. You need to trust your higher self more, your intuition to do this thing. It doesn't all have to come through force, through physical, okay? Remember that change is always a constant. Approaching a disagreeable situation with this attitude will allow you the knowledge to change it. So allow things to change. Maybe you need to allow your routines to change a little bit. Just understand that the changes that are happening when you took that leap of faith, right, and you became the fool, you knew that everything was going to change. You knew that your routines would be disrupted. Can you let that go? Can you let the chaos energy out? Let the dust settle as it wants to. but there's something you need to create. You need to get going. You may not feel ready yet. And I do think it's wise to like ground a little bit, right? You need to tend to your body. You need to get connected with your space, with the land. That's important, but it's about not overly focusing on that, because it's not even about that. If it's about like a physical place, you may not even be staying there long. You're just staying there for now because it's actually the fertile soil you need to build the next step off of. Have you ever thought about that? Because like I said, with this Fool card, you may be someone who changes a lot, who moves around a lot. You know, Aquarius is a little bit of like it's that free spirit nomad energy, going where the wind takes you. You get a vision, you go, you send it. So this is not the end. This is just the beginning of a new cycle. And you just need to get into those next steps, right? Think about the Fool's journey, the hero's journey. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the Fool's journey real quick before I close. This is the first card, technically, but it's 0. It's the in-between. It's the liminal space. It's the void. All right? This is not even the first step, even though it feels like it. It's the in-between step. It's the 12th house energy, right? It's where the ending and beginning meet. All right? This person hasn't even taken their first step. They just thought about it. They're like, oh, I'm about to take a step. I'm about to take a leap of faith. All right? So know that when you get to 2, she sends you out on the real journey. Because what is the Fool doing? The Fool is like, I'm going to take a leap of faith. The Magician, card 1, I'm getting all the tools I need to set off on this journey. The High Priestess then shows up as the quest master and says, this is where you're going and this is the knowledge you need. Then when you get to card 3, the Empress, you are out there in the wild. You have left. You have left your little town. You're now getting acclimated to the elements. All right, the Empress is teaching you about getting in touch with your divine nature and your rhythms and your creativity, right? And then the Emperor teaches you the next step and then the next step as you go through the Fool's journey. We're just at the beginning. So can you give it time? But also don't distract yourself from what you need to create, right? Don't get too locked in because you are on the move. Just know that. And that things are going to continue to change. There's going to be further developments, okay? So it's like, don't get too locked in, but also, you know, don't be afraid that like things are not going to change, and then don't be afraid when they do change. You know, it's just like all about balance here. You know, it's the all or the nothing, the everything and nothing, right? We're in this mushy point in the middle. We're in the messy middle. All right. Okay. Anything else? No, I think that's it. Bye.